Are you exhausted by exorbitant rent prices, worn out by the constant political turmoil, or perhaps simply yearning for a completely fresh start in life? Many significant events have unfolded across the globe recently, and today, we're going to delve into them. What if the existence you've been envisioning is merely an airplane ticket away from reality? Have you ever pondered why a growing number of Americans are packing their belongings and choosing to begin anew somewhere entirely different? Stick around, because we'll explore the data and the stories, and the conclusions at the end might just surprise you. This trend isn't solely about capturing picturesque moments for Instagram aesthetics, though the scenery certainly helps. These destinations are increasingly offering tangible benefits: greater personal freedom, significant affordability advantages, access to superior healthcare systems, and yes, even a higher overall level of happiness. The allure extends beyond mere visual appeal. It's about a fundamental shift in quality of life. Forget the relentless grind in a city that depletes your energy and finances. Imagine stepping away from the constant pressure to hustle just to make ends meet. There are locales across the globe where your hard-earned dollar stretches considerably further, where daily stress seems to dissipate into a more relaxed atmosphere, and where your future prospects genuinely appear brighter and more attainable. So before you commit to renewing that expensive lease or hail another overpriced ride-sharing service, pause and ask yourself a critical question. Could it be the right moment for a significant move? Could relocating unlock the life you've only dreamed of? Let's embark on an exploration of the 10 most attractive countries for Americans seeking an escape right now, places that offer a compelling alternative to the status quo back home. Remember to watch through to the end, as we'll be drawing some important conclusions from this journey. Also, hitting that subscribe button and giving this video a thumbs up really helps our channel reach more people like you who are curious about the world. We'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your location in the comments below. Number 10. Portugal. Do you believe that peace and affordability are mutually exclusive concepts, unable to coexist within the same national borders? Portugal stands ready to challenge that assumption, and might make you reconsider everything you previously thought about relocating abroad. This Iberian nation has subtly emerged as one of the most sought-after havens for Americans looking for a change, and it's attracting more than just retirees. The appeal is broadening across demographics, drawing in digital nomads, families and individuals seeking a different pace of life. This country has quietly cultivated an environment that balances tranquility with economic accessibility. Portugal has steadily become one of the most popular escape destinations for Americans from all walks of life, and the reasons are compelling. With rental prices starting as low as $500 per month outside of major urban centers like Lisbon and Porto, the financial barrier to entry is significantly lower than in many U.S. cities. Furthermore, Portugal offers a dedicated digital nomad visa, specifically designed to welcome remote workers by streamlining the legal process for living and working within its borders. This forward-thinking approach opens the door wide for professionals who can perform their jobs from anywhere with an internet connection. Considering these factors, it's hardly surprising that people are increasingly choosing to leave behind the complexities and pressures of life back home for the allure of Portugal. But there's another crucial element contributing to its popularity: safety. Guess what? In the year 2024, Portugal was officially ranked as the 7th safest country in the entire world, according to the Global Peace Index. This remarkable standing translates directly into tangible benefits for residents: less fear permeating daily life, reduced overall stress levels, and consequently, more freedom to genuinely live and enjoy their surroundings without constant anxiety. This sense of security is a powerful draw for many seeking refuge from environments they perceive as increasingly unstable or unsafe. The advantages extend further. Portugal boasts a universal healthcare system, ensuring access to medical care for its residents, a stark contrast to the often prohibitive costs and complexities faced in the United States. The culinary scene is another highlight. The food is renowned for being fresh, locally sourced, and remarkably inexpensive, allowing for a high quality of diet without breaking the bank. Plus, with its extensive coastline, the ocean is almost always within easy reach, offering abundant opportunities for recreation and relaxation. You'll encounter Americans purchasing homes here for sums that might only cover a used car back in the States, yet they are still able to live comfortably and enjoy a fulfilling lifestyle. The combination of affordability, safety, healthcare, and natural beauty creates a compelling package. So, reflect on this. If happiness could be pinpointed on a map, if it had a specific destination, would you recognize the path to get there? Would you know how to navigate towards a life with less stress and more fulfillment? For many Americans discovering its charms, Portugal is proving to be that destination. It might be considerably closer, both geographically and conceptually, than you initially think. The possibility of achieving a balanced, affordable, and secure life is becoming a reality for those willing to explore this European gem. Number 9. Mexico. Are you still under the impression that Mexico is merely a destination for spring break revelers and overrun tourist traps? It's time to update that perception. Mexico is where over 1.6 million Americans are currently residing, establishing lives far beyond the typical vacation experience. And their reasons extend well beyond just indulging in authentic tacos, although the culinary delights are certainly a bonus. In the year 2025 and beyond, Mexico is solidifying its position as the primary destination for those seeking refuge from several key pressures prevalent in the U.S. Sky-high rental costs that consume disproportionate amounts of income, a healthcare system often perceived as broken or inaccessible, and pervasive professional burnout. Cities such as Mérida, known for its colonial architecture and safety, and San Miguel de Allende, a haven for artists and expats, offer compelling alternatives. These locations provide not only enhanced personal safety compared to some major U.S. cities, but also boast robust and welcoming expatriate communities. These established networks offer invaluable support and social connections for newcomers. Furthermore, the affordability is striking, with comfortable homes available for rent at under $700 per month in many areas. This stark contrast in living expenses allows for a significantly higher quality of life on a modest budget. But here's a crucial detail that often goes unnoticed by those only familiar with tourist narratives. In numerous regions throughout Mexico, the private healthcare system is remarkably affordable and reliable. The quality of care available at private facilities is often excellent, and the cost is so comparatively low that it makes standard U.S. health insurance plans seem almost like a scam by comparison. Accessing doctors, specialists, and hospital care without facing crippling debt is a major draw for American expats. And yes, regarding safety, it's a fact that certain places in Mexico are statistically safer than major U.S. metropolitan areas like Chicago or Philadelphia. It's important to research specific regions, but the blanket perception of Mexico as universally dangerous is inaccurate. You would genuinely be astonished at how far your dollar stretches in Mexico. The country offers a diverse range of environments to suit various preferences, from vibrant beach towns along its extensive coastlines to tranquil mountain villages nestled in scenic highlands and historically rich colonial cities brimming with culture. All these options are attainable without the immense pressure of the 24/7 hustle culture often required just to survive financially back in the United States. The possibility of achieving a balanced lifestyle, where work doesn't completely dominate existence, is a significant part of Mexico's appeal. The real question then becomes, how much longer will you continue to overlook this viable and increasingly popular alternative? How long will you ignore the potential for a more affordable, culturally rich, and potentially less stressful life just south of the border? Before we continue exploring these incredible destinations, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Your support is vital. It helps our channel continue uncovering these life-altering places and bringing you the real stories behind why people are choosing to move. We're committed to showcasing the options the mainstream often overlooks, and your subscription ensures you won't miss out. And trust us, there are more eye-opening locations coming up that you'll want to hear about. Number 8. Spain. Are you tired of dedicating 50 hours or more each week to your job, only to find that your earnings barely cover the essentials like rent and basic groceries like ramen noodles? Spain offers a glimpse into what happens when a nation prioritizes the well-being of its citizens, deciding that life should genuinely feel good, not just survivable. You would likely be shocked to discover the significant number of Americans who are establishing new lives here. They aren't necessarily relocating because they are wealthy. Rather, they are drawn by the realization that Spain is actively making the process of moving and living there more accessible than ever before. In the year 2025, Spain's new digital nomad visa is a prime example of this welcoming approach. This visa specifically allows remote workers the legal right to reside in captivating cities such as Valencia, with its blend of historic charm and modern amenities, Seville, the heart of Andalusian culture, and Granada, home to the Alhambra Palace. These cities, among others, offer a high quality of life, combined with significantly lower living costs compared to major U.S. hubs. Imagine renting a full apartment in one of these vibrant Spanish cities for less than the monthly cost of a parking space in New York City. It's not an exaggeration. The affordability is real. And while you're savoring a €1 espresso at a charming street-side cafe, soaking in the local atmosphere, consider this additional benefit. Spain provides free public health care for its residents. Access to medical services without the fear of exorbitant bills is a fundamental aspect of life there. Compare that reality to the average $7,000 health insurance deductible faced by many back in the United States, and the difference becomes starkly apparent. The peace of mind that comes with accessible health care cannot be overstated. However, the appeal of Spain extends far beyond mere financial considerations. It's about the fundamental rhythm and feel of daily life. Here, nobody celebrates or flaunts their burnout as a badge of honor. The culture values leisure and connection. People routinely take 2-hour lunch breaks, allowing time to properly eat, relax, and socialize. Many stores close down for a traditional siesta in the afternoon, a practice reflecting a societal understanding that rest is essential, not a luxury. There's no shame associated with prioritizing well-being and taking time to recharge. This approach isn't laziness. It's a deeply ingrained cultural commitment to balance. It represents something that many Americans are increasingly realizing they have never truly experienced back home: a sustainable pace of life. Furthermore, let's talk about safety. Spain consistently ranks among the top 30 safest countries globally, as evidenced by the 2024 Global Peace Index. This translates to a tangible sense of security in daily life. Walking home late at night in Madrid or cycling through the picturesque countryside doesn't carry the same level of underlying tension or fear that many Americans have unfortunately become accustomed to in their own cities. But perhaps the most astonishing aspect is this. Some parts of Spain are literally offering financial incentives to foreigners willing to move in. Yes, you read that correctly. Certain rural towns, seeking revitalization, are providing cash grants, free or heavily subsidized housing, or significant tax breaks simply to attract new residents and infuse new life into their communities. While U.S. cities often feel like they are squeezing every last cent out of their inhabitants, these Spanish communities are actively extending opportunities. So, here's the crucial question to ponder. How much longer are you willing to let the relentless pressures of the system drain you financially, mentally, and emotionally before you actively choose something better, something more balanced? Spain isn't just a picturesque European destination. It's presenting itself as a genuine second chance at a life that doesn't feel like a constant, exhausting survival game. It's an invitation to a different rhythm, where affordability, culture, safety, and well-being converge. Number 7. Costa Rica. Do you perceive paradise as merely a fantastical image you idly scroll past on your Instagram feed? An unattainable dream? Costa Rica is the tangible proof that such a paradise exists, and is where people are actively living the very lifestyle you might be yearning for. You'd likely be surprised by how achievable it is to become one of them. This Central American nation isn't just visually stunning. It embodies political stability, champions eco-friendliness, and extends a remarkable welcome to foreigners seeking a new home. Over 120,000 Americans have already made Costa Rica their full-time residence, and this number is rapidly increasing. Why the surge in popularity? The reasons are multifaceted. Costa Rica offers the possibility to retire comfortably, work remotely amidst stunning natural beauty, or raise a family in a secure environment, all while experiencing a fraction of the stress commonly faced back in the States. Consider the cost of housing. Securing a two-bedroom home near one of its beautiful beaches can be achieved for around $800 a month. This level of affordability for desirable property is a significant draw. What about healthcare? Private healthcare in Costa Rica is not only high quality, but often costs under $100 per visit, and that price frequently covers top-tier service and facilities. This accessibility starkly contrasts with the financial anxieties surrounding healthcare in the U.S. And don't mistakenly assume that living in Costa Rica means roughing it in the jungle. The country boasts modern cities with reliable infrastructure, widespread fiber optic internet access crucial for remote workers, and convenient direct flights connecting it to major hubs in the United States, making travel back and forth relatively straightforward. But guess what truly elevates Costa Rica's appeal? The government actively encourages foreigners to make the country their home. The Pensionado program, for example, offers residency specifically to retirees who can demonstrate a monthly income of just $1,000. This straightforward pathway makes retirement abroad a feasible option for many. Additionally, Costa Rica has introduced new, flexible visas tailored for investors and remote workers, further simplifying the process for various types of expats looking to relocate. The ease of obtaining legal residency is a testament to the country's welcoming stance. You would genuinely be astonished at how quickly the pervasive stress many carry seems to dissipate upon settling here. The local culture is famously defined by the phrase pura vida, which translates to pure life. This isn't just a catchy slogan. It's a deeply ingrained philosophy that permeates daily existence. It reflects a way of life characterized by a slower pace, a lack of constant rushing, and an absence of the endless grind culture. There's a genuine appreciation for taking the time to breathe, connect with others and nature, and simply live. This relaxed, mindful approach is a powerful antidote to the pressures of modern life elsewhere. Moreover, Costa Rica holds a unique distinction. It's one of the few places on Earth designated as a blue zone. These are regions where populations consistently live longer, healthier lives, often reaching 90 years old and beyond, maintaining vitality and joy well into old age. This phenomenon is attributed to factors like diet, community, low stress, and connection to nature, all elements abundant in Costa Rica. So, ask yourself this critical question. If the system you're currently in feels like it's prematurely aging you, accelerating stress and diminishing your quality of life, why wouldn't you consider escaping to a country where people seem to age in reverse, prioritizing health, happiness, and longevity? Costa Rica offers not just a change of scenery, but potentially a profound change in well-being. Before we journey to our next destination, a quick reminder: don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's the single best way to ensure you don't miss our explorations of these incredible, often overlooked countries. By subscribing, you help our channel grow and allow us to keep digging deep, exposing these hidden gems, and presenting you with the real lifestyle options the mainstream media rarely discusses. We want to empower you with information about places where a different, potentially better way of life is possible. Number 6. Thailand. What if you could experience a life often associated with royalty, indulging in luxuries and comforts, without actually possessing immense wealth? Thailand makes this seemingly paradoxical dream feel less like fiction and more like a tangible reality just a flight away. This Southeast Asian kingdom is the place where $5 can genuinely secure you a full, delicious dinner, a refreshing street-side coconut, and a relaxing massage to conclude your day. You would be truly shocked at how far your money stretches here, unlocking a level of affordable luxury difficult to imagine elsewhere. Rent in cities like Chiang Mai, known for its relaxed atmosphere and mountainous surroundings, or even in certain accessible parts of bustling Bangkok, can be astonishingly low, as little as $300 a month for a modern apartment. And we're not talking about cramped shoeboxes. These rentals often include amenities like cleaning services and access to swimming pools, enhancing the quality of life significantly without exorbitant costs. What about healthcare? Thailand boasts some of the best medical facilities in Southeast Asia. Its private hospitals are so advanced and well regarded that medical tourism is a major industry, with people flying in from Europe and beyond for treatments. Remarkably, even with this high standard of care, costs are often significantly lower than what they would face back home. But Thailand's appeal isn't solely about affordability, as compelling as that is. It's also incredibly beautiful. Picture landscapes dotted with jungle-covered ancient temples, pristine white sand beaches stretching along turquoise waters, and golden sunsets reflecting off historic ruins. It's a country steeped in rich culture and breathtaking natural scenery. Thailand inherently feels designed to encourage visitors and residents alike to slow down their pace, appreciate their surroundings, look around, and simply breathe. It offers a respite from the frantic energy of many Western societies. Furthermore, in 2025, the Thai government actively demonstrated its desire to attract long-term residents by introducing an extended long-term resident (LTR) visa program. This initiative specifically targets remote workers, affluent retirees, and investors, offering a streamlined pathway to longer stays in the kingdom. It's a clear signal, essentially handing potential expats the keys and saying, "We're ready for you when you are." It simplifies the process for those looking to establish a more permanent base in the country. Here's the element that often goes unmentioned, the part that truly shifts the perspective for many. Thailand isn't just a destination for backpackers chasing adventure or Instagram influencers seeking picturesque backdrops. It's increasingly becoming a haven for people who are simply done with the conventional 9-to-5 trap. It attracts individuals tired of trading their precious time solely for the means to pay rent and survive. It calls to those who desire more from life than mere survival. They aspire to live fully, experience richness, and find balance. And regarding safety, Thailand ranks favorably among the safest countries in Asia. In cities like Chiang Mai, you'll discover substantial and supportive communities of Americans, Canadians, and Europeans. Individuals who initially came for a few months, fell in love with the lifestyle, and decided never to look back. But guess what might be the most compelling factor? The element that truly flips the script. Many expats residing in Thailand report living comfortably, covering all their expenses including rent, food, transportation, and entertainment, on less than $1,000 per month, all without making significant sacrifices to their comfort or quality of life. That encompasses everything needed for a fulfilling existence. Now try achieving that same standard of living in Los Angeles or any other major U.S. city. So, here is your question to contemplate. If you could attain peace, immerse yourself in beauty, and experience genuine freedom, financially and personally, for the price equivalent to your monthly cable bill back home, why wouldn't you seize that opportunity? Thailand isn't just a vacation spot. It's a potential reset button for your life, and it's waiting for you whenever you're ready to press it. Number 5. Italy. Do you harbor the romantic notion that you need millions in the bank to live amidst the rolling hills under the Tuscan sun, or gaze out at the stunning Amalfi Coast? Think again. Italy is subtly but surely opening its doors wider, and you'd be surprised who's taking advantage of this opportunity. In the year 2025, the Italian government has rolled out new visa options specifically designed for remote workers and freelancers, making the dream of La Dolce Vita more attainable than ever. This initiative, coupled with others, is only part of the unfolding story of Italy's increasing accessibility. You would genuinely be shocked to learn how many Americans are now purchasing homes in Italy for prices lower than the cost of a used car back in the States. Yes, entire homes. This isn't just anecdotal. Numerous towns, particularly in southern Italy, have launched €1 home initiatives. These programs are designed to bring life back to charming but depopulated villages by selling abandoned properties for a symbolic price. Of course, there are conditions attached, typically requiring buyers to commit to renovating the property within a certain time frame. However, even after factoring in renovation costs, many of these homes total under $40,000. That's significantly less than a single year's rent in many major U.S. cities, offering an incredible opportunity to own property in a culturally rich European country. The affordability extends beyond just housing in certain regions. Healthcare in Italy is universal, providing access to medical services for residents. Public transportation is generally reliable and extensive, particularly the train network connecting major cities and towns. And the food? It's not just sustenance. It's a fundamental part of the lifestyle, deeply ingrained in the culture. You don't merely eat in Italy. You experience every meal, savoring fresh local ingredients and time-honored traditions. Even the simple act of having coffee is an event. A €1 espresso, often sipped quickly while standing at the bar, is a daily ritual, a moment to pause and watch the world go by. The Italian culture inherently demands a slower pace. It encourages you to savor moments, appreciate beauty, and prioritize connection. But guess what makes Italy even more appealing to those seeking a change? Work-life balance isn't just a trendy concept here. It's woven into the national DNA. Shops often close for extended lunch breaks, allowing people time to go home, eat with family, and rest. Families regularly gather around the table for shared meals, reinforcing strong social bonds. Life is perceived as more than just what you do for a paycheck. It's about community, pleasure, and well-being. While the cost of living certainly varies across Italy, with major cities like Rome and Milan being more expensive, regions like Abruzzo or Puglia offer remarkable value. You can rent comfortable apartments for under $600 a month and still be surrounded by picturesque cobblestone streets, enjoy stunning sea views, or explore vibrant local markets bursting with fresh produce and homemade cheeses. It's the kind of lifestyle many Americans associate with unattainable fantasy. But in parts of Italy, it's a tangible, everyday reality. And here's something else to consider. Italians aren't just tolerating the influx of expats. In many areas, particularly those seeking revitalization, they are actively inviting them. These small towns offer incentives for foreigners to move in, establish businesses, and contribute to the local community, hoping to breathe new life into areas that have seen younger generations move away. They recognize the value that newcomers can bring. So let's pose the real question. If you could exchange your daily grind and stress for a slower, richer, more delicious, and arguably more meaningful life, what is genuinely holding you back? Italy is offering more than just tourism. It's presenting an opportunity for a profound lifestyle change. Before we move on, make sure you've hit that subscribe button. It's the only way we can keep bringing you insights into these underrated and overlooked places where a different way of life is possible. Help us show you the options beyond the mainstream narrative. Number 4. Georgia. Do you assume that moving abroad requires navigating complex visa processes and accumulating years of savings? Georgia is actively challenging that assumption, flipping the conventional narrative on its head, one American arrival at a time. You would be genuinely shocked at how straightforward it can be to relocate here. This underrated gem, nestled in the Caucasus region where Europe meets Asia, offers Americans an incredibly welcoming policy. A free 1-year visa granted upon arrival. There's no complicated paperwork, no lengthy waiting periods. You simply show up, and you're legally permitted to stay for up to 365 days. And once you've arrived, the cost of living is almost unbelievably low. You can rent a modern apartment in the vibrant capital city, Tbilisi, for as little as $300 per month. Dining out is equally affordable, with a full dinner often costing around $5. Need high-speed internet for remote work? It's readily available, fast, and inexpensive. This combination of easy entry and extreme affordability makes Georgia incredibly attractive. But guess what's drawing digital nomads and remote workers in increasing numbers? Georgia specifically created a program tailored just for them, aptly named Remotely from Georgia. This initiative further streamlines the process for location-independent professionals, allowing them up to 365 days to live and work legally within the country. All this is possible while immersing yourself in Georgia's stunning natural landscapes, from the wild, dramatic mountain ranges of the Caucasus to its ancient wine regions. Georgia is considered one of the birthplaces of wine. and experiencing the warmth of some of the most hospitable locals on Earth. And the sense of freedom here? It's palpable and real. Unlike some places, there isn't an atmosphere of over-policing or stifling cultural rigidity. Georgia feels raw, authentic, and refreshingly undiscovered enough that you don't feel like just one among millions of expats crowding the same well-trodden paths. Yet, despite its relatively untouristed feel in many areas, there's a strong sense of community to be found. From the artsy bohemian neighborhoods of Tbilisi, with their unique blend of historic architecture and modern cafes, to the rapidly developing Black Sea coastline around Batumi, people are coming to Georgia not merely to survive, but to genuinely thrive. So, let's ask ourselves honestly, if you could relocate halfway across the world with virtually zero visa hassle, live comfortably in a European-style capital city for pennies compared to US costs, and be surrounded by breathtaking history, stunning nature, and genuine freedom, why aren't more people seizing this opportunity? Perhaps it's simply a lack of awareness. The real question, then, isn't why people would move to Georgia, but rather, why aren't you considering it? What exactly is holding you back from exploring this unique and accessible corner of the world? Number 3. New Zealand. Have you ever felt that the relentless chaos and noise of modern life are simply becoming too overwhelming? New Zealand might just be the reset button you didn't even realize you desperately needed. Tucked away far from the world's major conflicts and clamor, this island nation offers a rare combination of peace, safety, and truly breathtaking natural beauty that few places on Earth can match. You'd be surprised how many Americans are choosing to leave everything familiar behind for a place where the air feels cleaner, the healthcare system is public and accessible, and the pace of life is finally, refreshingly human. In the year 2025, New Zealand expanded its skilled migrant and investor pathways, making it easier than ever before to relocate legally if you possess remote income, sufficient savings, or skills that are in demand within the country. The government is actively looking for fresh talent and investment to contribute to its society. And consider the population. Still under 5 million people spread across 2 main islands. That's fewer inhabitants than some individual U.S. cities, offering a sense of space and tranquility that's increasingly rare elsewhere. But guess what? Even with all that pristine nature and wide open space, you don't have to live in isolation. Cities like Wellington, the cool little capital known for its art scene and cafe culture, and Christchurch, a city rebuilding with innovation and resilience, are tech-savvy, culturally vibrant, and remarkably walkable. And yes, they consistently feel safe. New Zealand's commitment to safety is globally recognized. It ranked number 2 on the 2024 Global Peace Index, second only to Iceland. This exceptional level of security provides profound peace of mind for residents. So here's the deal. If you could trade the constant noise, pollution, and pressure of your current environment for majestic mountains, stunning coastlines, accessible oceans, and genuine peace of mind, what's truly stopping you from considering such a move? What really holds you back when a place offering such a high quality of life exists? Before we unveil the top spot, remember to hit that subscribe button. It's a small click for you, but it massively helps our channel continue to uncover these real stories, explore these overlooked countries, and present you with the life-changing options the mainstream narrative often ignores. Don't miss out on discovering where else a better life might be waiting. Number 1. Canada. Have you ever felt like the quintessential American dream still exists, just perhaps located a bit further north? Canada is increasingly seen as the country where quality of life, affordability, in many regions compared to major U.S. cities, and genuine opportunities still hold significant meaning. You'd likely be surprised by the sheer number of Americans who are quietly making the decision to cross the border for good, seeking a different path. In fact, immigration from the United States to Canada has steadily increased since the year 2020, indicating a growing trend. And in 2025, new express entry pathways and various work visa programs are making the process faster and more accessible than ever for those with the right qualifications. If you possess skills in key sectors like technology, healthcare, or education, or even just consistent remote income, You could be a prime candidate for permanent residency in Canada. The path is clearer than many realize. But guess what? This northern neighbor isn't just about easier visas or its renowned public healthcare system. Canada consistently ranks among the top countries globally for overall happiness, quality education systems, and public safety. Cities like Montreal and Calgary offer a vibrant cultural tapestry combined with relatively low crime rates compared to many U.S. counterparts. And while major centers like Vancouver and Toronto are undeniably expensive, they remain global hubs of innovation and opportunity, acting as melting pots of diverse cultures. And the healthcare system? Canada's public system, while perhaps not perfect, ensures that residents won't find themselves drowning in insurmountable medical bills or crippling medical debt. This fundamental difference in approach to healthcare access is, in itself, a game changer for countless Americans weary of the financial anxieties associated with the U.S. system back home. That security alone provides a foundation for a less stressful life. Plus, there's the undeniable allure of space. Real, abundant space. Nature is not just a backdrop in Canada, it's an integral part of the national identity and culture. Whether you envision yourself hiking the majestic Rocky Mountains, enjoying the tranquility of a lakeside retreat in Ontario, or exploring the vast coastlines, peace and quiet are readily accessible. You'd be shocked how many American expats report a significant improvement in their mental health simply from making the move north, escaping the constant pressure cooker environment. So, let's ask the final, crucial question. If Canada is presenting a compelling package of better stability, accessible healthcare, a promising future, and a higher overall quality of life, what exactly are you still holding on to that prevents you from exploring this option further? So there you have it. 10 countries where a significant and growing number of Americans are packing their bags, starting over, and consciously choosing to live life more on their own terms. Whether the primary motivation is escaping exorbitant costs, seeking better health care, finding greater safety, or simply pursuing a more balanced existence near tropical beaches, ancient cities, or quiet mountain towns, each of these destinations offers something the United States seemingly doesn't provide as readily anymore: a potent combination of balance, affordability, peace, and freedom. But here's the crucial takeaway. None of this information, none of these possibilities, can help you if you don't take that initial, decisive first step. Even researching these options is progress. So, if even one of the countries we explored today sparked something within you, made you pause and seriously consider an alternative path, then do this right now. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss the next potentially life-changing country profile we feature. Like this video if you learned something valuable or felt inspired. Share it with someone you know who might be dreaming of or ready for a fresh start abroad. Because while most people remain stuck in the familiar loop, complaining about the status quo, you've already begun the process of looking for something better. And trust us, based on the experiences of millions who have already made the leap, something better is definitely out there, waiting to be discovered.